It's a crazy windy day out here, southeast Arizona. Crew's still gotta go out. One of the paths we like to take them on is heading toward the, over to the east side. We like to walk him around the property, have him do his business. Maybe that'll give some of the native animals a little warning to kind of keep their distance. It's a bit chilly, definitely cloudy. We've been getting some rain out here. Come on, buddy. Crew. I guess he's done for his walk today. Crew. You done? Okay, let's go. I guess he's done.
You wanna go home?
Like I had enough of this cold. Alright, how's it going, everyone? You're watching the Green Dream Project. Jim here.
And Jessica.
And Crew.
Where's Crew? Yes.
There he is. So we brought it inside today. I don't want to say we brought it inside because it was cold, because most of the country will laugh at us. But it is windy. And we don't want the camera just flying away in the wind. Comfortable, buddy? Okay. Make sure you're in a good position. We're filming over here. But today we wanted to talk a little bit about anyone that's been watching us for a while knows that we are now missing someone. So originally when we came out here, it was just going to be, when we had this idea, it was just going to be the two of us. But as we got closer to the date in which we were moving, we had a couple family members at the time that were going through some life issues. Their life was kind of upended, and they kind of weren't sure what to do at that point in their lives. Am I right? One of them being her Aunt Grace, and of course her brother Peter. And like I said, if you've been watching these videos for a while, you've probably seen Pete help with building the shed, putting up fencing, catching rattlesnakes with his bare hands. But of course, in recent videos, you don't see him at all. Of course, you don't see him with Grace much either. But as far as Peter goes, Peter's been gone for a while, probably a few months now, huh? 3-4 months maybe. And I guess this is something we probably should have hit on a while ago, but it's kind of a sensitive topic for us. Very personal, and of course it involves Peter's life, and the question is, like, how much of Peter's life do we put on here, especially since he's no longer living out here. But I did feel like we need to touch on it a bit and just kind of explain just kind of what happened. We didn't kick him out or anything. I mean, there's no bad blood. He was like, hey Pete, since he didn't finish up that crew pit, you got to get out of here. We didn't do anything like that. If anyone doesn't know what the crew pit is, it's the giant hole where we got to build the carport on top of. Some people notice the giant pit there. It's kind of an unfinished project that was started. It was originally going to be a house for this guy. Can't finish it now. I'm gonna fill it in. No more crew pit. Yeah, and I don't know Peter's full reasons for leaving. I don't know if there was something about this lifestyle he didn't like, or anything like that. I mean, pooping in a bucket can be tough. It's not for everyone. And the motorhome living could have been kind of rough. I mean, the motorhome isn't running quite as well as the fifth wheel here, Grace's trailer. It still needed some fixing up to get it to work properly.
And there's a giant rat.
We don't know that it's still there.
Okay. Crew does.
I don't know. He's been sniffing by it recently. But Peter being out here, of course, he still had to work. Obviously he needed an income. So that took him off site a while as he worked several different jobs at various places. And his most recent place, he's met someone, which, I think is fantastic. I think what brought him out here in the first place was that he was not really sure what to do with his life at this point. I think he had quite a bit of time partying with his friends and everything like that, but I don't think his life was just heading in any particular direction at the time. And that's one reason why we made him that offer to come out here, is we were hoping that maybe that would help him out a bit, give him something to do, give him some direction. I think, working out on a homestead can definitely provide people with valuable experiences, valuable skills, but it must not have been for him. He met someone, and I'm hoping that the relationship he's got now will definitely provide him with what he's looking for in his life. I'm hoping that he's found a good direction. So if you're watching this, Peter, we wish you the best of luck out there. Not that he's gone forever. I mean, Douglas is just a half hour down the road, so we'll still see him and everything like that occasionally. But he's got a new life. Doesn't have that much time to spend with us anymore. Do you have anything to say? Oh, she's a silent on her brother. Unfortunately, I think one of the biggest things about this situation is that the story about Crew. Peter picked Crew up as part of from a rescue up in Wisconsin. Yeah, I think part of the reason why he wanted a guard dog, because he was kind of living in kind of a rough neighborhood. And Crew's a pretty rough dog. I know the Crew gave Peter some pretty rough times back when he was first learning how to handle with him, right? Crew definitely a very lovable dog, but we don't know exactly what he's been through in his life before Peter picked him up. But I know I've heard the story many times when Peter did pick him up, and it was love at first sight between him and Peter. Am I right? Crew got up on his hind legs and put his paws up on his shoulder, and Crew's never done that with other people. That dog fell in love with Peter hard, bonded with him. And I think when an Akita bonds with a person, it's for life. Am I right? I mean, these are incredibly loyal dogs. Crew tolerates us. We're part of his pack, but he loves Peter. Unfortunately, that's kind of one of the heartbreaking things about the whole situation. It's just, when Peter got into this relationship, he got into it kind of fast, at least as far as we were concerned. It was just one night he didn't come back, and that was almost it. He was just gone after that. When it's not like we don't see him, he still pops in every now and then, but he definitely fell hard into that relationship. But the question was, what happens with Crew? Obviously, Peter can't take Crew with him over to Douglas because that family already has a small dog, and that would not bode well with Crew. Crew is a one dog kind of dog. He will not tolerate other dogs, especially small dogs. That would not end well. So that's how Crew ended up here. And kind of under our care. And we still got a lot to learn about Crew. He's a pretty gentle giant for the most part, but he's got his times, and I got the scars to prove it. But it's definitely a learning curve with Akitas for sure. And I guess when you invite people into your lives like that, you never know exactly what's going to happen. It's a little unpredictable. You never know. But, maybe you'll see Peter around in some future videos. Like I said, he does pop up every now and then. But we miss him. Pete, if you're watching, we miss you, buddy. We miss you, brother. I'd say if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, but this is a tough video for us to do. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I don't have it in me to do the regular sign-off on this one. It's a tough one to do. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to our story with Peter. And it's not ending, it's just changed from what it was. And like I said, we just wanted to touch on it a bit because, I don't think I've ever talked about it. And we want to put that out there. All right, thanks a lot, everyone. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye.